Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's official coverage of Rainlight Racing's GT3 Series 7, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Series 7. We are at Monza tonight, round 1. We must thank our sponsors, of course. We got the boys back. We got SIMBLACKS back. We got CROSSCUT Woodworks and Carpentry and Joinery back. HENDO's back on board. True to Life Racing, and of course Crossy 43, the man himself. Like I mentioned, this is 2024 Rainlight GT3 Series 7 MATCHFIT Entertainment bringing to the broadcast. That means Davo, myself, and J-Man right by my side, calling it. J-Man, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good evening, Davo. Good evening, viewers. Good to see we've got plenty of people already tuning in live, ready for this one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a minute, mate, since we've had our Monday night on the schedule. So good to
Monday
see
nights. Monday nights, we're back.
Yeah. Gotta love the Monday night thing, but yeah, absolutely excited for this one because they do have a full field here. Well, not quite, but yeah, 35 is what we would definitely class as a full field these days, and some new drivers coming as well. So a few new names in there, few names, lots of names that you and I both could recall.
Of course.
From multiple communities and different races that we've broadcast over the years, and yeah, good to see Warren Baker tuning in, such a very regular guy that tunes into the chat box.
G'day,
so,
Warren.
Once again, make sure you do type up during the broadcast if you want to see something. If you're out there supporting one of your friends or family, give us a shout out, mate. We can get a camera on them. We'll try and keep up to speed with everything up and down the field here tonight. But hey, first and foremost, this round 1, race 1 at Monza, 90-minute race here tonight, Davo, with a mandatory CPS for, I think it was tyres, mate. So
yeah, I think tyres. Yep.
I change on the cards here for tonight, and as we see the guys and girls peeling out here, already filtering out for what is to be qualifying, and just need to have a little bit of a look-see here and see what the format is on the quali.
Yeah, so I think 30-minute quali like Season 6 J-Man broken into 2 stages here. Again, round 1 at Monza. So, yeah, the AMs and Pro-Am boys out on track at the moment, getting that first 15 minutes of qualifying done. The track's at optimum, so these guys are going to have a good red-hot shot at it. We saw some of the Pro-Am boys really punch above their weight towards the end of Season 6 J-Man and really give the boys at the top a bit of a shake-up during the races. So, yeah, look, it would be interesting. Look, another great season coming to you, ladies and gentlemen. 10 rounds. We saw the calendar up there before. 10-round series, as usual, all the ACC venues. And like I mentioned earlier, obviously we've got that SIMBLACKS on board, CROSSCUT Woodworks, HENDO, True to Life Racing Designs, Crossy 43, coming to you live. Like Damon said, hit the like, subscribe, and hit the chat box. You know, support whoever you're watching, whoever you're following, and give us a shout out. We love a chat, J-Man. We got eyes on who we got. That's Louis Vandervet. New skin pack too, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be on our toes tonight, J-Man and myself, trying to get our heads around all the new cars. But
might take us a minute, I think, Dave.
Oh, it might.
There's some new ones out there. There's a good array of paintwork on display here this season here at Rainlight, and I think first one that comes to mind is see Firthy there, gone into a little bit of the frozen foods department there. So Firthy's
okay, Firthy, let's find Firth.
Yeah, he's got the fish fingers now. He's been into burgers and all sorts, and he's into the fish fingers now. So that'll be an interesting marketing strategy for him. But yeah, so he's out there. Also, we've got Nathan Henderson out there rocking the HENDO 31. A lot of MATCHFIT Entertainment sponsorship there, so we've got to thank him for that. That is a very, very good looking car.
Thanks, Nathan Henderson.
Also, it did pick up as well, Webley back out there in that very, very fast Mustang. We've seen this thing of late, so not much change there, but other than the fact that that car will be fast. I think the number 2 car, mate, was my pickup on lead car out there about to cycle up for their first lap.
So Clark in the BMW, in the Falcon Tyres themed livery.
You say that fast enough, mate, it could actually sound quite bad.
It sounds like I'm speaking Maori, doesn't it? You know.
Something.
Yeah.
Speaking something.
So yeah, Clark, first car on track, running out of it's. I'll get to the names again tonight. We know the Parabolica. He's running out of the final corner. This will be the first indicative lap for qualifying here tonight. Hugging that inside line as the boys do when they're looking for those fast laps. He's had enough.
Backs out of it pretty quickly.
He does.
Wasn't happy with something there, or he was. 1:47.5 is pretty handy time straight off the bat. Absolutely.
Wadsworth just sneaking right in there behind him. Goddard, Van der Venter, Warren. Time's coming quickly now.
Yeah, they're going to pump through pretty fast here, mate. And, you know, you mentioned 15 minutes apiece. It's going to fire through pretty quickly.
For the first few minutes at least, yeah.
Yeah, in the one, mid to high 147s, 148s here. You've got to get your strategy right, even with this qualifying session, just to be able to be there at the right time. We've seen so many times, irrespective of what session you're running out in the first or the second, but often to be the last car out on the circuit can play big dividends. We've seen it time and time again.
Oh, definitely, yep.
If you're coming across the line with anywhere between 1 and 30 seconds to go and you get one more run at it, can make the difference if you are chasing a Delta. So Bella now in there.
Oh, Bella in the Merc as well, J-Man. Fantastic looking car, that one. Yeah, sneaking it into second position provisionally. Eyes on Turbot at the moment. Look at his Delta, but didn't really connect with his first lap, so it'll be interesting to watch that car. Turbot finished well in season 6 as well, so definitely one to watch.
Yeah, good to see the PPR cars back out there again this season. Always present well and always race incredibly well as well, so good to see Mark out there.
Cam's on Craig McConnell now in one of the Mustangs. Damn, with that paint job, it doesn't even look like a Mustang. I thought it was a BMW, but how about that?
Kind of reminds me when you see the car manufacturers coming out with a livery to try and disguise the new bodywork. It's got that feel about it.
It has, as he runs out of Ascari and down towards the Parabolica here.
It's like a zebra on nitrous.
Yeah, and he's got a healthy Delta, Joe, man. So
yeah, he's got a good Delta coming.
Yeah, so this could look good here. He's definitely got that thing wound up. He could pick up a few positions. Runs across the line. There you go. 3 posies up into 5th provisionally.
So Louis Van der Venter on a good time as well. He's looking to improve. That's very, very tight through that mid phase through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at the moment.
Just running through the Lesbos there now.
Yep.
I think that's Turbot just tagged on behind. You know, good for some of these guys just to have that carrot in front of them too. Other car in front to focus on and chase. Can be good for your qualifying sometimes. But Van der Venter looking very healthy on the Deltas there. J-Man, good half a second. Good solid half a second.
And interesting to see, we traditionally of late,
that was
rolls
big
for Bentley. And I was just about to mention, obviously we just give the commentator's curse, first one of the season.
And it wasn't even in race. It was like in qualifiers. go figure.
Of late we've used to seeing in a BMW, so good to see him make the switch across to the Bentley, and up to that point it was looking pretty strong. So a little bit of a reset. It's got a bit of time up his sleeve to go on and have another crack at that. One of the newcomers just lighting up the timing board out of P9 at the moment too, Davo, heading down towards Parabolica as we speak, is Joseph Mahoney.
Yep.
And that Porsche, so good to see some representation in the Porsche tonight.
Definitely, we love a Porsche.
And he's heading towards a low 8 as well. Somewhere around Craig McConnell territory, I believe, is probably where he's going to land up, maybe a little bit.
But Craig is coming in hot here. Look at his delta as he runs out of parabolic. Look at that.
Yeah, to the top.
To the top.
7-3.
Wow. Nice work, Craig McConnell.
Good to see Danny Kim back in the Ferrari. Looking strong too. 48.0 at the moment. It's not on the slight improve. Just come through the first chicane, heading down.
Yeah, provisional 5th currently, and still making gains. Also Clark in 2nd position, making gains there on the deltas. Turbot making gains as well in the Porsche. Oof. In the Aston, should I say. There you go. But yeah, fully committed down into Ascari there. Wow. Keeps it on track. Keeps it moving forward. Spence, J-Man as well. Early in the lap. Oh no, he's dropped that. Who you got eyes on there, mate?
So newcomer Edward. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Edward Fickery, I think, was just coming through. He might have dumped a fair bit of time there, but 48.4. I thought he was looking for something close to a 48, a very, very low 48. But look, he's in there, P8 at the moment. Also, newcomer Lee Perkins, another Ferrari out there tonight, and he's in there on a 48.7. So that 48.7 bracket through all the way from, I think, somewhere P9 at the moment out to around about, you could say, out through to Ben Lee. Out at 14 is pretty close.
Yep.
Only a few tenths separating a fair few cars there. Took a little bit of time to go.
That's our mid-pack, J-Man.
Yeah, that is
the top of that list.
Yeah,
and
sure.
And it's looking pretty close, and that's what we love, and that's why the mid-pack is so epic here at Rainlight Racing. 2024 GT3 Series 7, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let's thank SIMBLACKS, CROSSCUT, Woodworks and Carpentry, HENDO, True to Life Racing Designs and Crossy 43. Bringing it all to you here. 90-minute race tonight. Compulsory pit stop for tyres, didn't you say there, J-Man, was it?
Yep. CPS on the tyres,
yep.
Mate. So that'll certainly, I guess, open up a little bit of the, the fuel load that the guys and girls can carry out here tonight in respect of, knowing that they do got to make a tyre stop. Maybe balance out the fuel a little bit for the stint. As I just see, who is that?
Edward moves the position.
Goebel, and then got one of the Ferraris. Looks like Danny Kim's car tucked up on the inside out of Parabolica. Haven't got the names up, just a very familiar looking paint job.
Yeah, across the line here.
Yeah, it was Danny Kim.
Yeah, I think Kim was up on his time as well. Don't think he made a position there, but still, these guys running line astern. It looks like it looks like they're racing. It's probably not ideal, but yeah.
Harrison Bella in there as well, and he's running at a P3 provisionally at the moment. So very good showing for Harrison Bella in the JB World Cup. Good to see the big bonnet Mercedes out there again. Doesn't get a lot of love these days, Davo.
It doesn't. We love it, J-Man. I think he was looking for a bit of clear road there, and he just got it there.
So that is Tony Spence coming on a lap too, mate. He is coming in strong.
Oh yeah, and Vandeventer as well, J-Man. I see, which could lift him a position or two.
Yeah, Spencer's coming, mate. This is a big lap.
Oh, this is going to be close. Here we go. Front row, second position provisionally.
Yeah. 47.332, plays a 47.310. It's a very, very good lap, and he's got time at hand to go and do one more.
Yeah, winding down that 15-minute first phase of qualifying as we just get eyes back on Van der Venter there. And again in the Bentley, just clipping that inside curb on the exit of Ascari there. Very scary looking. But he's
still green on the Delta. He's
still
good.
got some time up his sleeve here. Could pick Bella, actually, even with current Deltas, even maybe more. Watch this. Watch the Bentley wind up out of the parabolic in there.
The yellow line.
Oh, got Bella.
Yeah, pops up into P4 provisionally. Pro class will be just starting it. Really, just nerves will settle in shortly. They'll be firing those things up, getting ready to go. And that will be effectively, I guess, from 19 through to 35. So there's a good portion of the field about to come out after these guys finish. But Tony Spence, has he got any answers for Craig McConnell?
They'll be all G'd up, J-Man. I know a lot of the boys, when they're not in the car, tune into the stream. So I know that you guys are watching. Yeah, look, here we go. 15 minutes and 30-odd seconds. It's only a matter of time. They'll be out there. Spence just played a bit of speed off there. J-Man. Clark still got a little bit of time up his sleeve here.
There's only 9 cars out of the out of that part of the field running. Out of the top 18 cars that are running right now, maybe even less. A couple more peeled in. McConnell, Spencer's peeled in. So only green I can see on the Delta personally would be the Matty Clark car.
Yeah, Clark's.
He's teetering right on maybe the 47.5 that he's already done.
It's only just flickering, isn't it? Bella still trying to respond to that last one. And actually looking pretty healthy as well. Not sure where he's on track there. We might actually just sneak back to him. Oh, that's him coming out of...
across the line.
There you go.
Yep, comes across with a 47.
As does Clark. And the big boys are now unlit for the second phase of qualifying here. 15 minutes for the pros and the pro-ams. You can see the leaderboard as it stands at the moment. McConnell, Spence, Clark, Van der Venter, Bella, Wadsworth, Kim, Fuckery, I don't know how to pronounce your name, mate, you can correct me. Mahoney and Warren, J-Man, rounding out the top 10. But like I said, Pro-Am's now on track, 15 minutes.
Yeah, pros out there now, mate. So led by none other than, from what I can gather off of my data, Maverick out there leading the way over. Good to see Costas Makrolos having another crack at another season in this Audi. We've seen him, obviously, in recent times rocking this Audi and really starting to come to grips with it too. So
yeah,
good to see him out there. So that is him out there. And I think, who have we got?
No, it's another one of those cars, though, J-Man, that doesn't get a lot of love these days. We don't see a lot of the Audi GT3s out there, so... Yeah, good work for Makrolos. And he's got that thing circulating, like you said. And Matty T, is he in a Lexus? I'm sure.
That's what I was just about to say, mate. The Tokyo Taxi is back.
Oh, I thought I was sure that car was, that driver was signed in a Ferrari. All the same. Well, let's go down a notch. There is Shane Frodo. He's rocking a Mustang. He's definitely got that thing up to speed. We talked earlier about the Nathan Henderson car, MatchFit Entertainment, sponsored Aston Martin with Hendo at the wheel. What's that space? Hendo more than capable. So plenty going on, J-Man.
Oh, yeah.
We will start to see some indicative times soon enough. But, yeah, Mav... aka Phil Antoon, will be leading that field. Who's that in behind? Actually, in the it's in the skyline.
I tell you what,
Lucas Keys. Lucas Keys.
That Lexus has got some serious power under the bonnet, mate. 283k an hour down the
wow.
Down the chute. Sees that car as the fastest car in a straight line out there tonight. By some margin over some of the cars too, mate, I might add. So
wow.
Interesting. So that Lexus got no problem at all down the front straight. I don't think there'll be too much passing that. So even got 4k an hour over the current pole sitter of, was pole sitter of Craig McConnell, quickly eclipsed by Lucas Keys on a 46.9, Maverick on a 47.0. But that McConnell time of a 47.3 is going to stand pretty well for a while, I think.
I expect so. Yeah, pretty solid lap, J-Man. So, yeah, this is what we like when the Pro-Am boys start to rattle the cage at the the back half of the pro guys, you know, that. So, yeah, like I said, makes the mid-pack very spicy, and we love that. That's where all the action is. And, yeah, looking forward to this race here at Monza. Round 1 for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. 90 minutes. 1 compulsory pit stop. 4 tyres. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Don't go anywhere. Get comfortable. Grab a bevy and just get comfy. We've still got 10 minutes of qualifying on. Actually, we've got cameras on Firthy's car. Firthy's always got a great livery, J-Man.
Yeah, 100%. Always comes up with something new every season. You can pretty much guarantee that it's going to have a bit of character behind it, as is the man.
Pete Dawson back in a white car, J-Man.
Yeah, back in the Bentley. Good to see Pete out there. Had a chat to Pete the other night. Pretty bloody handy in a TA2 car in another platform, RF2. Had a very successful night. So knows how to muscle the big cars around, does Pete Dawson.
So the Bentley will be a walk in the park, J-Man.
Well, it's got ABS and traction control, so that's a pleasant luxury.
Nice stuff.
Webley to the top, mate. 46.707. Maverick had moved up 1 spot as well. He just eclipses the time of Lucas Keys as well. Shane Fodado's banked a good one in there as well, 47.1.
Yeah, good banking lap there from Fodado. Definitely needs that. And he can just work on that chip away at it. Who was I looking for there?
Dawson in there, 47.0. Just picked
Fodado. Yeah, there you go.
So good to see the McConnell, Spence and Clark time still staying inside the 10 provisionally at this point of time. Still got 8.5 minutes to go of this pro class qualifying, but really does cement how good those times were from those guys. Matty T sitting on the bubble in 10th at the moment, up on the Delta a little bit, but for me, Lucas Keys just coming through Ascari now and has got around 3.5 tenths up the sleeve, which will be enough to put him on the top spot again. In the mighty Datsun.
And the mighty Datsun. And, man, he's definitely leaning on it. Just see him out of Ascari there. Lotto Road, working hard to get that Datto working, mate. And but look, we know how quick that thing can be in the right hands.
Mav to the top now. Lucas Keys to the top now.
He got it. He got it. So Mav across again. We still got a little under 7.5 minutes to go, so they're only halfway through qualifying.
Yeah, just a quick shout out to Matty Clark there. I did pick up on that, mate. A little bit of a discrepancy between Davo's broadcast feed, which is official, and then what I'm looking at. I had you in the, I guess, the white and red black BMW. Davo's got you in the old Falcon car, so I'm not sure what's going on there, buddy, but we'll hopefully amend that next week. I'm not sure if I've got the right one either, but hopefully we'll sort that out, mate. Come back to us on that one.
Yeah, we'll iron those bugs out, definitely. But nevertheless, good times.
Maverick on a number. It's good enough to challenge Lucas Keys for the top spot. And Pete Dawson, the Delta sort of just up and down. Where is he on the lap? Okay, so he's just at the start of the lap.
So Mav just running down the back straight into a scurry there, J-Man. Way up on the curbs in the Honda. Making it work. Trying to get that smooth run. Cut those corners.
Yeah.
In the Honda, keep that momentum and down towards the parabolica.
Yeah, one more corner if he can just make it stick down here.
There's a little bit in it.
There is a bit in it. He's got a couple of tenths coming into parabolica. Might just shake out to be a tenth or tenth and a half. It's going to be enough.
But it will be enough to challenge Keys' time, and it does.
Webley coming as well, so he's looking to improve as well, whereas he's just
in a
start of the lap.
Yep. And Hendo up. Hendo's up and coming through the parabolica only by the slightest of margins. I think Matty T might have him here still in ninth. So Hendo provisionally 10th. Matty T coming out of parabolica as well. Oh, flickering on the Delta there, but provisional 9th. So these guys will be looking at maybe, with 5 minutes to go, J-Man, throwing another set of tyres at these things, wouldn't they? And just going out and have another crack at it, eh?
Yeah. So I was just looking at Ashton Hughes, was sitting P30. It was a lap good enough to see him come up to P23 in the 92 Aston Martin.
Oh, very nice.
And then Firthy also got a few tenths up his sleeve as he just comes through what'll be still sector 1.
Yeah, sector 1 there, second chicane there, but pretty healthy Delta though, J-Man. If he can carry that momentum, car looking very solid through sector 1. Into the Lesmos. And out and down the back straight for Firth. Yes, holding some good time there. Fudado actually up on his Delta as well. J-Man, where is he on track?
Fudado is coming through just about into sector 2 now. So
Dawson responding as well. Dawson actually sitting provisional 4th at the moment. So getting that big white Bentley working as we watch Firthy down into parabolica.
Yeah,
he's held sort of like 2.5 to 3 tenths for the whole lap. Bled a little bit off there mid corner. Looked like he just come in a little bit awkward there. He did get Clark. There you go. Fudado running down the back straight.
Yeah, he's just about to come into a scurry now.
And the body language on this car on the exit here. Really working that hard. A lot smoother than his last lap. So just trying to refine that. Dawson, J-Man.
You just noticed Lucas Keys responding to the Maverick lap as well. So he had enough time to get back out there. Was sitting in the pits. But sorry, just reading the comments as well. But yeah, he is out there and he's got enough time for this lap. And one more, I believe. Where is he coming down? Yeah, so he's probably going to get this one and one more. Keep an eye on that Lucas Keys car for a moment, viewers, just to let you know he's coming into parabolica now. And you can imagine if he gets across the line something better than 1:47, he's probably got a couple up his sleeve, and he is. So he'll have 2 more runs at this, which is important, chasing that time. But Pete Dawson, Great way to start the lap. Where is he? Okay, no, he's coming through a Ascari now. So what was he? Was carrying nearly 2 tenths through there.
Yeah.
1 tenth and a half just over, 47.0.
Yeah, he looked like he was a bit...
around about 5.5, 6 tenths though. But it may be about protecting that P4 rather than moving any further up the grid.
Yeah. Yeah, because Fotado close and showing some form, J-Man. He actually just bled off a bit of speed in his lap as well. He's definitely coming for Dawson.
Dawson, 46.8. And that can be often the case, you know. We often look at the doubters and think, you know, who they're going to get next. They might need 5 or 6 tenths, but often a tenth better and no improvement on the totem might protect them from a guy behind. And you look at Gunther at the moment, 47.7, got 4 tenths up his sleeve. Where is he? Sector 2, heading towards Sector 3, on his way up to Ascari, and got 4.25 tenths, heading towards 4.5 tenths. That'll play big dividends. That could see him move from 15th all the way up to somewhere around about P9 Matty territory.
Yeah, that thing's looking hooked up now. Back end of the qualifying session here. 45 seconds to go. Viewers. Ramps up at the end as always. Farado on a hot lap, J-Man. We'll just watch Gunther's progress here. And Rowe out of Ascari. Still looking pretty healthy.
He bled a fair bit, but he's still going to improve.
Yeah, got Firthy there.
Goes up to P11, just behind Hendo, in front of Firthy.
And I was just calling Farado, but Farado also bleeding some speed off as well. Looks like he's made a mistake early in the lap.
He's still got a good delta. Is it official? Yeah, it is. Matty T with a late lap 2
late
coming
run as well, and Firth as well, J-Man.
Yeah. Firth, he got red on the left-hand delta for me, though, so I'm not sure whether it's just because he's coming to come back out or whether it is a track cut.
Yeah, so no, too true. I see that now.
I think it may be official. I think it might be good.
Look at Keys time, J-Man.
Yeah, he's on the money here. This will be plenty enough. Still got to negotiate Ascari. What does he need? Doesn't need a lot.
Oh, Matty.
Who was that?
Pips Farado.
Okay, Matty. Good improvement.
Oh, yeah, and she's got him. Farado across the line. No gain. Keys. Running down to Parabolica.
This is going to be super, super tight. Needs a little bit out of Parabolica here to bring the margin back.
Man, he's got that Nissan wound up.
Oh, it's going to be close. May not be quite good enough. It's not going to be quite good enough for my delta. No, not quite. Good effort, though. Very good effort from Lucas Keys to chase down Mav. I think Mav's going to take this one. Just looking down my deltas. Good run there from Mitchie Haas at the back end. 47,800. So he's another guy rocking the Honda. So not too many Hondas out there. But once again, top effort there, I think, from McConnell and Spence. McConnell inside the 10.
Definitely, J-Man. Yeah, so we got Maverick, Keys, Maverick on the top, as expected. Keys, Webley, Dawson, Matty T, Farado, McConnell, Spence, Firth in 9th, and Macrolos in 10th. So nice work there.
Yeah, Rowe, Henderson, Clark, Dayton, Vandeventer, Bella, Crossland, Haas, Hughes, and Ben Collins round out the top 20, Davo.
And there's so many more, J-Man. Dixon, Kim.
Yep. But
Fakuri, Mahoney, Warren, Goddard. But yeah, look, classification-wise.
Yeah, Maverick, obviously, Maverick, Keys, Webley, the top 3 there for the pro class. And then McConnell, Spence, with a reasonable margin over
Clark.
Yeah, Clark, which is still a great time.
Yep.
They're P12, but 3rd in class. Vandeventer, Bella. 4th and 5th in class, and then we drop down. We go to so we go to Warren, and then Turbot, and then Ben Lay as well, top 3 in the M class there. So that would be 25th, 27th, 31st. So still a good field here tonight. 34 on the grid. I think we did have 35, so I'm not sure if we've just dropped someone, but nonetheless, looking forward to the start of this one. Oh, Monza, turn 1. I gotta say it. We'll just cross our fingers and toes, viewers.
You do got to say it. It is Monza, and it is the Monza turn 1. It has a bit of a hoodoo on it, tricky stuff. Every now and then we see it run cleanly, but it's pretty rare. But look, this is what makes these tracks is, stuff like that. Monza are a great track to call and race on, J-Man. So expect plenty of action over the next 90 minutes for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7 here. Round 1 at Monza, 90 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, 1 coffee pit stop. We are at Monza. Paul Ricard next, Zolder, then Valencia, and then Hordes, 24-hour. So plenty coming yet in this series, as I think the boys and girls are starting to go to grid, J-Man.
Yeah, must be pretty close. Not too far away, mate. But yeah, expect a bit of action. I think tonight the hot spot will be definite challenges out of Parabolica, down the front straight into turn 1, and then also always seems to be action out of really that first chicane through Curva Grande and down to that second chicane. There always seems to be big challenges down there. And I think car breakers would always be the way out of Ascari. Seems to be the car breaker.
Yeah, look, full commitment corner, isn't it? Or a series of corners, should I say. And, oh, God, when it goes bad, it goes real bad through there. So, and look, it's somewhere that the boys push too. We've seen a lot of body language out of a few of the cars. Van der Venter was one. I think Frodo's Mustang as well. Very wriggly through that corner. Mav up on the curbs in the Honda right at the top. So, oh, look, full commitment through there. As the clock winds down, J-Man.
Good looking field here tonight, Davo. Back to 35 on the grid.
Oh, nice.
Gunther Rowe does make the grid. Gone to the back. Not sure what the story with that is.
Oh, okay.
Is in the correct livery for me now, however.
Yeah, same.
So it's another one of the Mustangs out there, very similar to, I believe, McConnell's, where I think they're almost trying to trick everybody and disguise that they're actually Mustangs with that paintwork.
Yeah, McConnell's, I think when I saw it from the front the first time, I thought it was either a BMW or an Aston until it got a bit closer. And yeah, definitely a Mustang. Stellar job on the paintwork again. A great field of custom skin cars here again for Rainlight Racing, J-Man. Always good to see. And a good mix of cars. Look, we got Lexus in there, we've got Honda in there, we've got the Bentleys back and Mercedes back, but we've
Porsche, Audi.
Audi as well. So awesome stuff.
Oh, that's a shame. Thanks for the heads up there, Mace. Gunther discoing during quali, so lost his time, but geez, he will be one to watch from P35. Seen this happen before from some of our quicker drivers, and man, he will.
Oh yeah,
coming through.
Yeah, watch that Mustang.
And looks like Kenneth Worcester as well, starting from pit lane. So not sure what happened there for.
Oh, okay.
Again, but he is in the pit lane, so.
Oh, that's good. So ready to race, but not on track, is Worcester. Maybe just not hit that button early enough, J-Man, you know. Got to be on it. It's race time.
Yeah, it could be a myriad of factors, but nonetheless, he is in pit lane, and hopefully he's good to go once he gets the green light, because once again, another relatively quick driver out there, so he'll have some work to do from the back. Depending on the situation on lap 1, mightn't be a bad place to start from.
Well, good point. Good point.
I just feel like anywhere, to be honest, somewhere around, oh, dare I say it, Steve Crossland out of P16, anywhere from there up to, oh, you could say even, you know, 25th, 26th position. That's going to be just such a bottleneck coming into that first chicane. Middle of the pack.
It's going to be hectic, J-Man. Look, really full grid here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 35 cars on track for this 90-minute race. And turn 1 always a factor, as is many turn 1s around the globe. But Monza always delivers. Must thank again the good people at SIMBLACKS, CROSSCUT, Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, HENDO, True to Life Racing Designs, Crossy 43. These guys giving away stuff again this year. End of the stream, guys. When we're all finished up, you've got to get over to Crossy 43's Twitch there. They're going to spin the wheel. They're going to give stuff away. There's a mystery prize at the end of the season too. Nobody even know what it is, guys. So get involved. Get amongst it.
All filed up nicely here, heading down towards the Parabolica. Starting to file up quite nicely. Can easily see the top. Oh, the top 15 cars already in formation. The rest of them filtering in. Start procedure will be up to you, Davo. It looks pretty nice and tidy up there.
It does look pretty solid at the top end here, J-Man.
What has the Datsun got for the Honda off the start, Davo?
We are going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for tuning in tonight for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. Matt Keys, here it is. Look at the Datsun go. Look at Webley and Dawson in the background. Good jumps from both of them. Maddie T, where has she gone?
Going backwards.
Going backwards real quick there. All the boys and girls fall through. Very close at the back here. Maddie T swamped. Way back. We've got a car nearly stopped there. A couple of the back markers there. Pulling up. Looking for a parking spot. Look at Webley and Dawson. Webley, Dawson. Dawson. Inside run. Keys all over the back of Mav.
Yeah, he's right with him for the front two, and then 3-4 as well, close. And
Dawson through.
That's Fotodo close as well.
Makalos down a couple of positions in the Audi, J-Man. A little bit of a mistake, I suspect, through the second of the chicanes there. Clark in front, looking a bit wriggly.
Look at Keys Datsun, mate. He's lining them up. Heading up towards the Ascari. Can he make it live around the outside? We know that this is a possible chance. Man just shuts the door through the middle of Ascari there.
Says, look, it is lap 1 in a 90-minute race, Lucas. we got plenty of time to work this out, but he's not letting up. Keys all over the back of Matt. And again, outside into the Parabolica.
Yep. Look at this Bentley slipping in there as well. Look at this Dawson Bentley. Inside run.
And with punch out of the corner here, the Datsun having to cover. Look at the power. Look at these two. That is... What a drag race.
Big under brakes. Probably brakes a little bit too gentlemanly. It's going to give Webley an opportunity through the middle of the chicane.
Bit of overlap on the exit there. Who's that tucked in behind, actually? That is...
Shane Fotterdo.
That's Fotterdo.
Gets a little awkward bounce off the grass, and that's got Tony Spence really incentivised as well. McConnell just dropping back a spot, loses that to Matty Clark. And then right behind them as well, you've got a pretty spirited battle with Firthy. That's Firthy Clark.
Oh, Clark's gone backwards, J-Man. So a bit of a mistake from... Because McConnell, Makalos and Firth have got him. And Van der Venter next on the list there.
Yeah, another one of the quick Bentleys out there tonight is Van der Venter. Good battle going on also. Hughes, Haas, Wadsworth, Crossland and Kim. That's another tight battle. So come through the Lesmos. Crossy just got an awkward run there.
Oh, yeah, that's made him vulnerable to Kim. Side by side.
Now. Keys now, seeing if he can make this outside move to Parabolica work once again. He's going there, showing Mav again.
Oh, and he's got... Look at how far in front he was there.
Mav's just got that inside line. He just knows that he can pop it down in there, shorten the distance of the track, and then let the car float out and take that line away.
Absolutely. Clark just tried that on Firth as well. Same move. Look at this battle. Henderson, Balla, Matty T.
Yeah, it's tight. I don't know if anyone have too much for that Lexus down the front chute there. That thing is an absolute jet. Just see the way it pulled up behind Matty Dayton's car there. Super, super quick.
Oh, Balla
gets it all wrong under brakes. Has to opt for the escape road.
Oh, and Clark also slipping through there. So Balla. Oh.
Keys on the attack down to the second chicane. Mav going defensive straight away. Oh, a little bit of contact in the middle of the chicane. No real gain losses there. However, Dawson looking super strong in that Bentley, Davo. Sorry, was that picking up on that?
Oh, just picking up on the Balla incident into one there. But look, these guys are running hot. Look at the three behind them as well.
Yeah.
So very hot start to this race. Given it's a 90-minute race, J-Man. So these guys working hard very early. Matt, probably not used to this, but will be very much enjoying the challenge.
Gunther Rowe with a fantastic start to this race, mate. I've got to add that he started effectively out of 34th. He's up to 25th already. Got some serious pace on that Guerrilla Racing 580 Mustang. Once again, this battle at the top, this front three looking to break a little bit. 1.4 seconds over Webley now. Webley's got his hands full of the Fotterdo Mustang. Fotterdo shadowing to the inside. Really not going to outbreak his fellow competitor in the same mark of car down there to the first chicane. But Tony Spence, such a great qualifier for the Silver Class car there, and he's mixing it up with these boys. Okay, so that was Louis Van der Venter.
Dayton on Van der Venter, Haas on Hughes as well. We just got that one on camera there. That's Balla trying to recover from a little bit of a mishap there a couple of laps ago into T1. Oh, and Haas. Oh, it's Hughes actually getting a big wriggle from the Aston there. In behind Haas in the Honda. I think he sort of misjudged how early the Honda was braking there. Look at this. Look at the Honda getting swamped nearly either side there, and there it is.
Ooh. Yeah. So big movers and shakers, Davo, is definitely Rowe on the move, up 12 positions, up to 22nd now, and just absolutely picking them off. We aren't that far into this race, and he's already picked off 12 spots.
Nice work.
Unfortunately, the 2 or 3 guys that have lost a lot would be Ben Collins down 11, Mitchie Haas down 16, Jacob Wadsworth obviously starting for pit lane. He is effectively down 14. So, sure whether he actually has got that car running. I'll just come up with some numbers there. Yeah, he had that car running. Is he actually making his official pit stop? Is he looking for an alternate strategy here? CPS on the tyres tonight, viewers. So,
look at this Dawson Keys. Sorry, J-Man, to interrupt. These guys... Oh, very close from Keys and Dawson there. I think there might have been a slightest of paint exchanges there. Actually pulled Dawson back a little bit there.
Yep.
Didn't want to get in there too hot and heavy.
And look at Key shadowing Maverick. He can't help but feel like if that Datsun does get in front, if the Nissan gets up there,
I'm hearing you.
Pace to pull away because he's been able to stay so super close to Mav.
Look how pointy the Datsun is. The shadowing is unbelievable. It looks like he can put that car wherever he likes and hold pace in it.
Oh, look, he got a good run this time out of Ascari. You've seen him range up to the outside here, down to the Parabolica. And look at this, Webley coming up beside Dawson as well. So it's a 2x2. What does that outside line do?
This is ramping up very quickly. Webley in amongst that.
Look how wide Webley is.
And just look in the background. That's Frodo getting a bird's eye view. Now it's a drag race again. Mustang v Dawson.
I reckon.
In the Bentley. So Webley Dawson. Looks like Dawson might be able to defend this on the inside. Can he? No.
They're going to go through side by side, give each other plenty of room, which is cool. But I think the Mustang will have the drive off the corner, but the Bentley will come back at him. You bet your bottom dollar that Bentley's going to wind up down here.
Good racing.
Good vision, too, for Webley to shut the door there, take away that line. Now, all of a sudden, Dawson finds himself defending to Shane Fodderdoak. Tony Spence right in there too,
right behind there. And if you look, we're in the background there, Macrolot's coming to weigh in on it as well. And given, you know, the intense battle that's going on in front of him, look, it won't be long before he catches up to those boys. Again, you mentioned just that shadowing from Keys on the back of Mav's Honda.
Yep. Firthy putting a lot of pressure now on Craig McConnell as well, so the race starting to come to Firthy. Status quo qualified, I think, in 9th and currently still 9th. McConnell doing a great job as well. Qualified 7th, just dropped the 1 spot since the start of this race, so he's doing a great job as well. Lucas Keys once again to the outside.
Oh,
has he got enough this time?
He nearly had that.
Watch Maverick get the car.
Super deep on the Datsun. There's no way he was going to pull that off on the way out of here. But damn, it showed some pace and some turning again. The turning on that Datsun is unbelievable at the moment. Look at the run he's got here.
Boy, he must have nearly wiped the front bar across the rear of Mav's Honda there. They're both very deep. A little bit of contact in the middle.
There.
He has to take to the middle there. He'll probably just pick up the throttle a little bit and just tuck him behind, play on.
Just redress that immediately. Very heated battle here between the top two. Top 4 here. Mav, Keys, Webley, Dawson, all in a row there.
Also, Perkins, Turbot. Well, that was super close down into 1. So Lee Perkins putting on a big display of heavy braking down there to turn 1 to nearly get the job done, but Turbot held his nerve there and just managed to just hold his guns. Trying to pick up further down the line. Okay, so the Worcester car hasn't cleared his pit stop. Bonnet is up in the air. So I'm just trying to work out. I see we have got Jonathan Warren and Mitchie Haas in the pit lane at the moment. So just wondering whether maybe one or two of those guys there are looking to make an early stop. Clear this pit strategy. Lucas Keys is coming up 0-0 on my Delta. So must be beside Mav again. They must be at the Parabolica. Yes, they are.
It's pretty well a given at the moment.
Mav wide. He needs to get across.
Geez, that's made him runnable. Covers.
Only just gets across the cover. And look at Dawson back again on Webley.
I'm sure Keys had to get out of that to get that car addressed. Webley looking super strong under brakes in the Mustang.
And Fodderdo's got an absolute battle on his hands just trying to hold off this Tony Spence car. Firth still shadowing McConnell. This is a great battle going on at the moment as well. Some other Deltas lighting up as well. That's Harrison Bella and Steve Crossland engaged in a battle, but you've picked up on one yourself, which is...
yeah, it's just that Firth McConnell going on. McConnell with plenty of work to do. Firth looking very speedy, J-Man.
He looks good. Here. But this pack at the front, I think with what's going on with Mav, he's driving this line that's making it incredibly hard for Keys to get past. And it has become a clear four-way, but Fodderdo Spence, and if they drag Makalos into this, this could be a seven-way battle. This could be a seven-way train at the start of this 90-minute race. Oh, and who was that? It was incredibly wide. That was Brandon Webley. Comes out of Ascari, picks up a little bit too much curb. Oh, Keys really shadowing Maverick, holding Maverick very, very shallow into the Parabolica that time. They actually exchanged a little bit of paint. And now Webley with the run on Lucas Keys. He goes to the outside. Mav feels comfy. He's on the outside. Not so much defense here. Down to turn 1. Dawson right in the mix as well. Pulls it up beside. Oh, and
no.
Like maybe Webley tagged Lucas Keys. I'm not sure what quite went on there, but Dawson suffered out of that as well. So Dawson dropping down. And instantly, how close is this pack? It sees Keys go to P6. Makalos Spence up. Fodderdo up, Webley up, Firth's now...
Makalos as well, J-Man, yep. That changed so quickly. Mav with a whole bunch of breathing space now as well.
100%. Got some good battles going throughout the field, viewers. I know we haven't been able to detract too much away from this front pro battle, but there are some great battles. Harrison Bella, Steve Crossan, one to mention, Mahoney, Thackeray, as well as another battle. Gunther Rowe in that battle. He is moving forward still up another spot, up to P21. He's on the back of that pack. Golombik just got Goddard as well, just coming out of the second chicane, heading down to Lesmo 1. Already got the job done. So Golombik on the move, and another one of the BMWs. Plenty going on, but God, it's spicy at the top, mate. Obviously, with that little incident, man, he's got a 1.5 second buffer. It's the biggest air gap he's had all night.
Oh, yeah, look, and he'll be savouring that at the moment, just trying to, focus on the job at hand. He defended for, look, what pretty well was the first 15 minutes of that race, and had to defend fairly heavily.
You get the feeling these boys have been waiting for this one to start again. Monday night racing back at its finest here at Rainlight Racing. Well, that was Costas Macrolos having a big look on Tony Spence, but he's under threat already from Lucas Keys, who'll be wanting to make amends and get back from what was a little bit of contact down at the first chicane.
And obviously the Keys cars, we know, is super quick. Look at him. Ducks out from behind Macrolos. Looks like he wants to duck out from behind Spence as well and have a crack at both of them. He gets Macrolos.
Oh, this is going to be spicy. Yeah.
Look how it's...
Beautiful move.
That car.
And that's McConnell still in there. So he's absolutely... He was under pressure from Nick Firth prior to that little incident happening. And he's got Dawson behind him now, splitting him and Firth. So...
Yeah, as those boys are recovering, isn't it? So it's Keys and Dawson coming back in recovery mode. Just splitting that little battle up. I'm sure that will come back to us, J-Man. Between McConnell and Firth. Who else are we looking at recovering? Talking about recovering, Gunther Rowe back in 20th position.
Yeah, so
after starting from the back of the pack.
Yeah, from P34 up to P20.
Behind Crossland, who didn't start at the back of the pack, mind you. So nice work. We're on Keys and Spence. Keys, Spence. And the Datsun Power.
Yeah, I think he might have enough to overlap and then get down and cover here. Or Spence actually tucks him behind him. Does he pull out and have another go? Yes, he does. How brave is everyone under brakes?
Oh, Costas. Very deep on the outside.
Yeah, good vision just to move a little bit wider. Didn't pick that Keys was, sorry, that Spence was going to move over a little bit. He just avoided the left rear of that car. Settled down at the front. Maverick over Webley over Fodado. He's kind of settled down a little bit. Lucas Keys on the way back to that battle. I think it's going to be too long before he gets there. And then McConnell. Oh, McConnell just blows the second chicane. That's going to allow... Oh, hang on. Yeah, it allows Dawson through.
Yeah, which will put him back with Firthy as well. Oh, yeah, look, just misjudged his braking there. Had to take evasive action not to hit the Audi of Macrolos into that second chicane. J-Man just picked that up in the replay. So, yeah, good presence of mind there from Craig McConnell to get that car away from the back of the Audi. But, look, he's right back with his
Matty T car, mate. Watch this Matty T car. If she can hang with Firthy and get onto the straight close enough, although he just got a better run through Ascari than her, and she has got Maddie Clark right on the tail, but I'm thinking if that Lexus can tuck up in behind that Ferrari, she'll put a good challenge on down to turn one, although Firthy putting on a good challenge at the moment on McConnell. Can that pheasant stay with the Mustang down the chute? Where is Maddie? How close? She's not close enough. However, put a bit of air gap on that BMW already coming out of Parabolica, heading down to one.
But look at it just in front, Macrolos and Spence side by side. Oh, a little bit of a tag on the back there from Macrolos on the way out. Just gives him a bit of a hip. And that battle continued.
Oh, Crossland. So that was Crossland and...
Over Factory, and then it's Gunther Rowe, and then I think it's Mahoney that's actually just tucked up in behind.
Rowe's going to clean him up here. I think he's got the drive. I think he's got him. Yeah, it sweeps around the outside. And who is that? That
Mahoney.
Is Mahoney in the Porsche.
Yep.
He's going to line cross up as well.
He wants to follow through as well, and he does.
Oh,
can he pull that up? He's only just stopped that thing, or has he? Crossy straight back.
Yeah, go down the inside of Lesbo 1 here. Is there a cut back before Lesbo 2 for the Porsche? Yeah, looks like he's going to do a switchback here. He'll poke it down the inside. No, he thinks better of it.
So Crossland, plenty of work on his hands in the number 43 SIMBLACKS McLaren, J-Man. So plenty going on for...
Watch this time round with the 54 car of
Dawson.
Pete Dawson.
Yeah,
He's a little
big.
bit wide
He had a big slip just as he picked up the throttle into the Parabolica, but unlike Spence nailed it. Look at this. Showing the nose to Makalos. Drag race.
Yeah, I think he's going to give it a big send down here. No, he pulls out of it. Thinks better of it. Good patient driving from these guys and girls out there tonight. I think Matty Clark just rounded up Matty T. Which I'm a little surprising because I believe that was... Were they?
I'm just going to pick that one up, I think. We'll just have a look. Oh, okay. So out of Parabolica, Clark behind.
Well, I'm surprised
Madison.
that anything got that Lexus on the front straight. However he did it.
Matty just ranging up on the back of Firthy at the time. And, Clark just sends it down the inside.
Yeah.
Makes it happen, J-Man.
Good battles going on. So ones that have been pretty much there the whole way. And definitely talking about Matty T and Matty Clark. And then also McConnell Firth has been going on for a fair while now too. So that's just up in front. It's only the two cars just in front of Matty T and Matty Clark. So they're well in touch, because if you look just further up the road, that is McConnell, Dawson, Spence.
Yes, and so Madison in at 11, and that can in there. So Matty just out of the top 10, Clark 10th, Firth 9th, McConnell 8th, and like you mentioned, Dawson, Spence, Makalos just going at it in 7th, 6th, and 5th, or 5th, 6th, and 7th respectively. So they are well in touch, J-Man.
Last lap of the race for Lucas Keys, a 47.535. It's the fastest lap of the race. If you don't think Lucas Keys is trying to make his way back to Faraday, Webley and Maverick, you got another thing coming, because he has definitely made his way back. Matty T grabs Matty Clark again.
Yeah, nice
he's going to do the job as well by the look of it.
Oh,
a little bit of hip and shoulder. Just a quick reminder, mate, I'm beside you.
I'm still here.
So probably favour the line here from Dayton. Although
the brakes.
With the big move, he runs out of brakes there.
The brakes on that BMW will be cooking, J-Man. I see Dawson pass Spence there, back there as well.
Yep.
Replay on that. So Dawson out of the first chicane, running up to the second one, around the right-hander, winds up the Bentley, down into the second chicane. Oh.
He's also putting some heat on Faraday, mate.
So where did he get him? Oh, it's out of the second chicane and down to the first Lesmo there.
Yep.
And drops the Bentley in nicely. And has McConnell all up in his grill now. Oh, McConnell and Firth.
Yeah, Firthy, and he goes straight to defensive mode. Look at that, goes to cover. Matty T, very, very close this time to the back of McConnell. She's quite wide through Parabolica, so the front of the Lexus not just wanting to stay too tight on the inside of that corner, wants to float out wide early. Oh, Lucas Keys grabs Faraday down to turn 1, mate, as we speak. That sees him back up in the third position. Not a lot of fight out of Shane for that one.
Oh, look at the pace of the Nissan here. It just ranges up behind that Mustang, which is traditionally quick. We've noticed, and just bam, Faraday just goes, look, I can't keep up with that. So, let's hit through.
Matty T, does she come out of the draft here?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
On McConnell.
McConnell squeezes.
He's not giving her a lot of room here. And who's that in the background? That's Matty Clark.
Oh, Clark! Clark just looking to go too deep again. So that's Vandeventer in the Bentley. We're just picking it up on the replay here. Go on the outside. Clark outbrakes himself into the back of Dayton's quarter there. Just missed his brake mark, J-Man, and whoo. the battle's on.
Okay, so first of the pit stoppers, I'll just give you a heads up on that, is Adrian Kramer and Ben Lay as well. So they have made their official stops, currently running out of P30 and 31st. So just be aware of that, because they will factor into the battles that they're in. So both racing out of the AM class this season. So they'll be competing against Turbot, Davidson, Goebel. Now Keys is already only 0.3, 0.4 of a second off of Webley. Webley's got 1.5 up the road to Mav, so can't help but feel like that Keys Maverick battle is going to reignite itself at some point, as Dayton just putting the heat on Matty T down the front chute. Has he got anything for that Lexus?
These two, I think, have changed positions twice in a couple of corners here.
Yep.
But
look in the background, that's Louis van der Vetter, big sin on Matty Clark. And he pulls it up.
Very, very tidy from the Bentley there. I think in the background, is that Hendo in the background? It is too.
Yep, the MATCHFIT car of Nathan Henderson there. Running out of P14.
But like you mentioned, J-Man, Keys on bloody Webley already.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're not even... we haven't even got to the 1 hour to go mark. And, no. Yeah, he's had a big moment, recovered, and he's back at it.
They use a lot of real estate out of the second of the Lesbos,
don't they, what?
All of them.
And out of the back of Ascari there as well. Jeez, they push hard.
Speaking of which, what a great battle this is. McConnell, Matty T, Matty Dayton, Louis van der Vetter, Matty Clark. That is such a ripper battle. P9 through P13. Oh. And that has been going on. And look at that. That's Nathan Henderson just in the background as well. So
tagged onto the back of that. Yeah, look, kudos to McConnell for keeping a cool head, because he's been throwing everything at him. And he's defending. But here we go. Look at Matty T's Lexus. The Tokyo Taxi heading down to the Parabolica on the outside. McConnell covers. Oh,
I reckon she's got this.
Look at Dayton.
She's full hundy on the gas here, mate. And this thing is an absolute jet down the front straight. So if she can tuck in there, I reckon she'll be right. Already got some draft, already got some overlap. Big scene. Big under brakes. I think Matty will grab this one. Good work.
So bird's eye view from Matt Dayton's car there. The number 12 McLaren, J-Man, as that unfolded. Staying focused on his rear view with Van der Vetter in the Bentley all over the back of the McLaren now. Again, covered by Dayton. And look, it's pretty well a carbon copy of the last couple of laps here between these two.
Matty Clark here is going to get the run. Van der Vetter kind of got checked up in the middle of that chicane, and it just meant that Matty Clark had an opportunity to fire it down there. Going to go side by side through Lesmo 1.
Oh, Van der Vetter out wide.
And Henderson sitting in wait here.
And Clark just a bit awkward onto the corner here. Look at that. Henderson had a bird's eye view. So Clark passed Van der Vetter, J-Man.
Yep. And Maverick about to come up onto the first of the lap traffic, which would be Jonathan Warren there in the Ferrari with a bit of rainbow paintwork on the side there. Just trying to pick up what other logos are on there. So a little bit of new paintwork out there. Lots of action happening on the paintbrushes in the off season. So good to see.
Definitely. I'm not sure, but I thought Crossland not showing a pit stop yet, but dropped a couple of positions there. J-Man, I think with Gobel and
the pits,
Davison around. We see Spence in the pits.
And this is out of a solid position. So this is a legit strategy play here from Tony. And it'll be interesting to see, get a bit of a read on the time. Some of the stops we have seen by Kramer, Worcester and co are very, very long stops. So I'll be expecting somewhere around the optimum side of about 32 seconds here for Spence, as opposed to some of the minute-plus stops that I have seen out of the 4 cars that have previously stopped. So we'll get a read on that, and because that'll play big dividends into where Spence filters out once his competitors make their stop. So we're just rocking on 31, 32, off the jacks and gone. So optimum stop there for Tony Spence. That'll serve him well when that shakes out a little bit later on. Traffic-wise, got...
oh, hang on, what's going on here? Webley, deep. Let's Keys pass. Looks like an unforced error here. What's going on? Oh, actually, it looks like they're coming up on some lap traffic here. J-Man, Webley takes evasive action.
Yep.
Just picking that up on the replay there. Mav still not too far in front of those two, but yeah, look, no contact. And it looks like Webley comes through unscathed, although back in position now, Keys in second.
With the exception of Kenneth Worcester, for Tony Spence, he's got a relative amount of fresh air around him too, so quite a smart play on the pit stop strategy call.
So Dawson's recovery moving a little bit slower than Keys. Now on the back of Macrolos, not far behind from that group still, but a little bit slower progress. We still have Dayton and McConnell going at it. J-Man in 9th and 10th.
Yeah, that's a great battle. I've been watching that one in the background there. So Dayton really put some heat on McConnell. McConnell doing a great job here for what to be the leading silver class driver out there at the moment.
Clark and Rowe in the pits too, guys.
Yeah, obviously with Tony Spence having made his out of the silver class, I think he was the leading silver class driver, so I'll be interested to see once McConnell...
Oh, McConnell Dayton just wriggling past Dayton there.
Yep.
Other way around, should I say, Dayton wriggling past McConnell there with, McConnell with a little bit of a wriggle from the Mustang there on the entry into the first of the Lesmos there. Really unsettled in the car, so in does come Dayton and take that position. Frodo, Dawson on Macrolos. Dawson gets the job done too in the background. Oh, look at Frodo and Webley. The two Mustangs wriggling their way through the Parabolica there. Wow.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a big scene because he was very, very close out of Ascari. So, still early days. I don't think we'll see anything too outrageous from either of these drivers at this point. They're still in the hunt. They'll know it. They can see Keys and Phil Antoon just up the road for them. So, I don't think there'll be anything too special going on. Still 55 minutes of this race left to go. Some smart heads out there at the moment. Try and pick up down the field. So obviously you said Tony Spence. He filtered out ahead of Matty Clark after the pit stops. And we've got Gunther Rowe 29. Now Gunther Rowe was up as high as 18th.
Yeah, I last clocked him at 19th, so yeah, definitely well up in amongst the mid-pack there now, J-Man. Just
give me a read on this. I'll try and get some info on that.
Kim on Hughes there, and I think we saw it in the background.
Okay, so according to me, Gunther Rowe's been in the pits. However, it hasn't officially cleared his official pit stop.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit of a technical there for Gunther. He won't be happy with that because he had such good progression.
Maven Keys at it again into the Parabolica. J-Man, it is on. Start finish straight again.
Back to what was, literally half an hour ago. We saw this.
Yeah, if that. And, trying to carry the overlap this time.
Oh, he gets it. A little bit of hip and shoulder in the middle of the corner. Feel like he probably had the car up there enough. So yeah, it was a fair bit more forceful, was a lot more forceful than the start of the race. So a bit more aggression involved there. What can Maverick do? I question whether if that Datsun got in front, whether he'd just run away. We're going to find out.
We are going to find out very quickly. All the same, Mav will be enjoying the contest, J-Man. We know how these guys love to race and some good, solid competition. They love it, don't they, mate? They're grinning from ear to ear, no doubt, from inside Mav's car.
Yeah, one of the struggles, I think, for Maverick is, you know, he's got a top speed in that Honda of 276k an hour on the front straight versus Lucas Key's 282k an hour. So it's just going to be a hard part to contend with, the terminal speed. However, Matty T and the Lexus still out there with the quickest top speed at 286.
Amazing.
She's running out of 8th position at the moment. So
yeah,
very good job for Matty. Faraday Webley, that's still going on. Van der Venter McConnell, that's still very much alive, as is Ashton Hughes in the Aston. Ashton's back in the Aston.
Yes, Ashton's back in the Aston. We got cameras on him now. He's chasing down Andy Kim, actually, in the Ferrari at the moment. Not doing a too bad a job either at it. Faraday still giving Webley grief. Actually, very close here again. But I think we're going to see this. I think the laps are toing and froing. I don't think Faraday is going to really start put too much pressure on him until Dawson maybe creeps up behind him and fills his mirrors a little bit more. But yeah, just watch that Bentley. You can see just in the background every now and then. It'll work its way back up. Goebel on Davison.
Oh, mate, you should see the way that Nissan eats those sausages, those chicane, the curbs through the second chicane before the Lesmos. It just absolutely absorbs them. Brilliant job there from Lucas Keys. He's already got it out to 1.2 seconds after making that move. No such luck for Webley, though, because he has got that OES Mustang glued to the back of him at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a whole lot of work to do.
Van der Venter McConnell, though, that is still such a cool battle going on. And they've kind of dropped Hendo a little bit of late as well. So they've got serious pace. Goebel Davidson's another battle, mate, that I was meant to mention a couple of laps ago. That's been going on. It's only point bugger all but separating between the BMW and the Aston. So
yeah, there's a couple of little pairings that we're just trying to get the cameras on randomly at the moment. The deltas are showing that they're close. There's sort of no real pressure here, although Van der Venter again on McConnell as they come up on lap traffic here.
And he's got draft from that Ferrari as well. So that'll help him.
It's the little things like this that just can change it up. And here we go. Down to T1 again.
Big
Van der Venter pulls the thing up nicely.
Yeah.
You can see McConnell was trying there as he just got a little bit of a flick of the tail and the change of directions there, J-Man in the Mustang. So these guys are working hard for their money. Faraday.
Yeah,
Webley.
So Faraday Webley, I think this is going to play into Pete Dawson's hands.
I think so as well.
I feel like if I was Pete Dawson right now, that 2.8 to 3.2 margin that he's been sitting off the back of him, maybe while these guys are battling, you go in, you get your tyre stop done, you come out, you hit some really hot laps on a fresh tyre while these guys are battling at the back end, and maybe look for an undercut on those two boys in front, because if they're going to dogfight it out for the next, so 48.50 left to go, let's say they battle it out for the next eight minutes, and you can manage to go out, get the tyres on, and then bank another 3 hot laps, that could favour him. So that's just a comms call. Maybe I think of what I think Pete Dawson could do right now. I'll look for a little bit of an undercut here. As we see Faraday on the inside. Can he make it stick over Webley? I reckon he can. He's got it down there. Covers it off. Webley responds straight away. He's going to cover off any sort of undercut from Dawson because he's in the lane. Costas Makrolos also mirrors him in. Firth, he faked a look in there. Who was that for? Who was behind Firthy? Because he faked a big look. Okay, it's Matty T that was chasing him. So he tried to trick her into thinking he was off to the pit lane. And is that Davison? I think that is Davison Goebel. We're battling it out.
That was Davison Goebel, as you were calling Fotado, and I think it was Webley. But Webley came into the pits, so
just remember, okay, so we've got Makrolos, Henderson, Webley, Hughesy in the pits. Now, Spencer's going to factor into this as well, mate. He took the early stop, and he was a part of that battle as well. So just watch where...
yeah, he was well a part of that battle, J-Man. Good point.
He was.
And he was one of that first top group to come in. So it'll be nice, interesting to see where that equalises now as we sort of get down to the halfway mark. 27 minutes yet to run here as the pit stops are starting to filter in.
Yeah, well, he's got Hughesy. He's got Hendo. Where's he going to tuck him behind? Is he going to tuck him behind Makrolos? Sure is. Dawson into the pit lane. So this is the one I thought he might have made a lap before, which would have put him on par actually at the time with the likes of Makrolos and Webley. So Dawson, so Van der Venter, Dawson, Matty T, Danny Kim, all in the lane. Lots of pit action here with 45 and
right on halfway, J-Man, as we just see
Danny
Clark
Kim struggling for the bot.
Sneak past Hendo in there as well. Plenty going on.
Okay, try and get a read on some of these times. So 33 seconds. For Van der Venter, 34 for Matty T, 34 for Webley. So he was a second quicker. Was Hendo? Was Dawson? Then Webley. What does that look like on track? He was around about 3 seconds behind, so I don't think there'd be too much there. 34 for Webley, 33 for Dawson.
I think it's Matty T just rolling out as well out of pits.
Yep.
Is she going to come in? There.
Right there with you, WB. I've seen plenty of track cuts out of Ascari as well as Lesmo too. I think Lesmo too, they get away for it, but I'm not sure about Ascari.
Yeah, Exodus, Ascari, plenty of track getting used there.
Right. Maverick in the pit lane relinquishes the lead to Lucas Keys. Sorry, Lucas was already out in front. Apologies.
Firth in the pits as well as McConnell, a J-Man. So a flurry of pit stops, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty well half race here. So yeah, no surprise. But just watch as this all equalises over the next couple of laps. We'll try and keep up with it as best as possible. Spence, Makrolos.
33 seconds for Mav, 32 for Fotado, 32 for Firthy, 33 for Craig McConnell. So that's obviously stationary time. That equates to around about 1 minute 5, minute 6 viewers.
So Mav tucked up in probably a lapped car there as well. So
So that sees...
I think that's Worcester's
so
car.
Still come out in the head, but... Maverick, Fodado...
Yeah, Mav, Fodado, Webley, Dawson. Yep.
Crossing in there, unstopped. McConnell. Where is McConnell?
19th.
He's 15th.
No, that's okay. Macrolos. Macrolos on Firth.
Yep. Leaderboard's just
Firth on Macrolos.
Yeah, it's a good gain there for Firthy.
Spence past Goebel as well. Spence coming through some lap traffic though.
Yep, Keys in the lane too now, mate. So
last of the big stoppers here.
Yep.
Macrolos working on Firth. He runs deep in the Audi. It's allowed Spence just to walk past in the McLaren.
Keys with a 32-second stop. Mav with a 33. Stop. So it'll be another second gain, I think, there from Lucas Keys. Comes out the lane well clear. Tucks in behind Ben Collins, actually unstopped. Harrison Bella and Collins unstopped. Same with Goddard, Mahoney, Turbot, Perkins, Cross and Goebel also. And Guthrow has cleared his stop now. Unfortunately, that took a couple of stops through the lane.
Ouch. Not ideal for Gunther. It'll be dirty, but carries on, J-Man, as we would expect. Chin up, Van de Venter on Clark. Inside in the Bentley. Out at the first chicane. And running up to the second here. We know how Clark breaks so deep into those tight chicanes.
Yeah, quite happy to run the shallow line on the way in and really slow the whole process up through the middle of the corner if he can do it.
But yeah, good little group of cars there. Van de Venter, Clark, Henderson.
Now, Matty T in the pits. What's going on there? I'm just a little confused. So that's Matty's second stop. Oh, the bonnet's up on the Lexus. It's proper busted up.
So it's beat up.
Splitters hanging off of it. Bonnet's up. She's had a big one there. Car's just been repaired. It did take just under a minute to repair that car. So that's a shame for Maddie. She was running so strong. Good to see the Lexus getting some love out here. Season 7. So how's the gap? 6.1 seconds, 6.2 seconds Lucas Keys has made over Maverick in the last little bit of time since they made the pit stops, and obviously getting past in that Nissan. He's done a good job of that.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very impressive. Pete Dawson now starting to put a bit of heat on Webley's, just starting to bridge that gap. So the pit stop worked out pretty good for Pete Dawson. Matty Clark, Louis Van de Venter. Oh, these boys have been at it for some time, and obviously Hendo 31 in there as well. The MATCHFIT car amongst the thick of it, in there with the Bentley and the Beamer.
Yeah, pretty full on that little group of cars. Clark's a bit of a ring in there though, but Hendo and Van de Venter, McConnell, I think, and Firthy all pretty well grouped throughout the race so far. As we wind down into the back end of this race here.
Clark Van de Venter
he's having a crack. Van de Venter
Can he look for an over-under here?
Oh, such a long corner, J-Man.
Oh, and the BMW looking loose in the middle too.
Yeah, trying to probably just pick it up too early and get that inside, that over and under, like you said, trying to get that run.
Nothing separating the top speeds of those cars. 280 for Van de Venter, 281 for Clark, 279 for Hendo. So Hendo, the one out of the three that's probably just lacking a little bit on the straight line.
Yeah, look at showing third car in that group there, and doesn't really seem to be making any gain on him, on the two in front, but it's definitely sticking with him. Dawson working his way back to Webley, J-Man, now in touch. Only half a second. Webley very wide out of the second of the Lesmos there. But Dawson still having to work hard to keep in touch there.
Yeah, he is working hard. So Davidson, Gable, felt like a call this some time ago. They're still together.
Yeah, they are still together. There's a little bit of a gap between them at the moment. After the pit stop shook out. But yeah, just watch that. We still have 36 minutes to go, so just watch that close up pretty quickly. That might be Keys in the background, actually. Who is leading the race? Harrison Bella at the moment, unpitted in the Mercedes-Benz. I think that's the JB Well car of Bella. But yeah, I think Keys just tucked up behind that battle we were just talking about, J-Man. Of Goebel and Perkins.
The Bella, maybe by my calculation, might end up somewhere around the Hughes-Kim battle, if I stand corrected. Maybe somewhere 15th to 17th, somewhere around there. Probably, or 15th to 16th, I think, based on what I've seen. Based on the numbers, that it takes him just about a minute 4, minute 5.
Yep.
On an optimum stop to transit the pit lane with a 32-second stop in there. So I think that probably see him come out somewhere around about Hughes or Danny Kim somewhere. So
oh, that's escalated. We just got cameras on Macrolos Spence, J-Man. So
yeah,
maybe a little bit of
up.
Yeah, that's snuck up on us a little bit there. Maybe Spence just struggling, the tyre phasing a little bit, and Macrolos with all the pressure on now. Full position. This is 8th and 9th respectively. Spence, Macrolos running down to Ascari. That Audi very loose through the middle there. Having to gather it up. Deals with it. Loses a whole bunch of distance on Spence there. Dawson chipping away at Webley. He's got another couple of tenths.
I think he's going to mount an attack soon.
Couple of tenths there. Another 10th down the straight there, actually, too, from Dawson.
Another one also is the Henderson Clark battle. If Hendo just had a couple more mile an hour.
Still going on, isn't it?
He'd be right in there. Got a good run this
time.
Got a good run. Car was a lot more responsive off of Parabolica than the BMW. That the Aston seemed to want to hold a tighter line there. So I wonder if that thing's a bit more aero savvy. Just suffering in a straight line, but pretty good in the corners.
Yeah.
Dawson really starting to hunt down Webley now, Davo.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely heating up. Dawson, a slow recovery compared to Keys. Those guys both getting caught up in the same incident earlier on. But yeah, Dawson, slow burn, starting to work over the back of Webley's Mustang. Webley with his own struggles. It's a Monza thing. 33 minutes to go.
Out there, done 31 laps. already on the set of tyres. His best lap is a 48.8. Last lap round was a 49.1. So his consistency is very, very impressive.
Oh, Macalos on Spence in the background there. Let's just see if we can pick up. Oh, Spence, super wide out of Mascari, all out in the bouncy stuff. Macalos easily passed. So unfortunate there for really suffered from that run wide. Ascari claiming another victim there, J-Man. Oh, look at Spence there and Matty T.
Yeah, Matty T on recovery mode.
And we'll look out of the back wing of Spencer's car here. We're just picking this up on the replay. I think Matty T missing her brake mark by probably about 50 metres here. Just totally missing it. Locks up behind Spence, gets that car away. Whew, close stuff.
Yeah, she did well to avoid that. And then I think I saw Gunther Rowe just in recent past as well, round up Ken Worcester as well. So he's just on his way back past Phil Davis and still battling with Ben Goebel. Goddard, Mahoney, that's a close battle also on the cards, and Hendo still shadowing Eddie Clark. Just watching the times, but I'm just trying to see what we get next time around. But what I'm going to allude to is Maverick there, 48.225 the last lap round. Shane Fodato, 47.9. Seeing a little bit of a trend here now. Shane Fodato's got that under a second. 47.947 for Maverick, 47.982 for Fodato. So a little bit of stabilisation there. Got nothing for the 47.120 that Lucas Keys just ran, which is his fastest lap of the race. And might add, he's only 3 seconds behind Harrison Bella, who's still got to make his stop. So expect to see Bella in very, very shortly. Probably be like, yeah, I'll go a lap down, but I'll go while I'm in the pits. Thank you very much. Dawson, once again, Davo, shadowing the back of Webley. It's a lot of pressure. You keep the pressure on. Maybe you find some cracks.
Yeah, nice work from Dawson actually in the Bentley. Just stay in touch with the Mustang here, Webley of all people too, you know, like class act here in...
What's the Mahoney Porsche got on the Goddard McLaren? Has he got enough? Pulls out of it under brakes.
Webley Dawson, J-Man down into Ascari there. We might just put a replay on that because that looked pretty full on.
It does. Feel like that Bentley's probably just a little stronger at the back end of the chute. The Mustang traditionally we know does punch off the corner really, really well. Keys, I mentioned he was 3 seconds off of Harrison Bella unstopped. That all of a sudden turned into 0.4. Once again, Fodato, about 0.3 faster than Maverick, sees that gap down to 0.6, 0.7. Lucas Keys does take the lead of the race off of Harrison Bella.
And Bella, the only unpitted car, I think, J-Man, running the long game tonight, isn't he, mate?
Yep. He's there. It was Edward Fickery. He just took he just took Werner Golombik there for P20. So it was a work over there.
Yeah, down the back straight before Ascari under the bridge, gets it done nicely. Henderson looking good in 14th, Dayton in 10th. Dawson in 6th, still chasing down Webley. Lucas Key's now leading the race over Bella. Bella yet to pit.
150.06 second for Bella. I'm just trying to work out.
Now Fackery and Colin Becker at it again, and there's just contact there around.
Yeah.
I think that's Fackery around.
Yeah, Golembic pulled up just off the race line as well. Only just off the race line.
A lot of respect from these two guys. They're really trying to make it work there. The slightest of touches, they're both offline. I think that's one of the SIMBLACKS car actually sneaking through there as well in the background. So, close stuff. Mahoney Goddard at it. Dayton Spence at it. And the usual Dawson Webley chase going on for 5th and 6th. J-Man Mustang v Bentley. Dayton Spence is pretty spicy actually. A couple of McLarens here.
Yeah.
Put a couple of class act guys. These guys know how to race. 9th and 10th. 26.5 minutes to go.
49.4. Still think that Harrison Bella could play somewhere down into this Danny Kim, Ashton Hughes, George Goddard battle, which would be Mahoney pretty close in there as well. We're going to find out who was that peeling off the pits. That looked like the Tony Spence car. No, who was it?
Oh, it'd be Bella for sure, wouldn't it?
No, it wasn't Bella. No, it was... Oh, no, it's Jonathan Warren. He's back in for another visit. Oh, he got to stop go 30. Sure, well, that was 4.
As he serves that immediately,
Dayton Spence, pretty hot. Dawson Webley's hot. Oh, Webley super sideways. Is this the opportunity Dawson was looking for? Just backed it in to the Parabolica. Gathers it up, but it's got to give Dawson some confidence. He's already got the car up there. Covers him off, takes the wide line. Firth still holding off Macrolos too, is a great job. Bence, can he hold off Dayton? Dayton's coming. Goes out wide. Oh, he does the giz and cuts back late, down to the inside, big under brakes.
Oh, that's dangerous. Picks up the inside curb there, but avoids the contact, J-Man.
Got to be careful because McConnell's just sniffing around, still in the background. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's been there all race. There's Craig McConnell.
Yeah, and so McConnell would be hungry for that top 10 finish, wouldn't he, J-Man? So those couple of McLarens up in front of him, he'd be working towards that. I think in the background...
Was that Crossland?
Background is, I think it's Matty T, but Van der Venter is actually the next car behind for Van der Venter. So,
oh, and mentioned too that Hendo did manage to grab Clark as well.
Nice work from Hendo. We were talking about the straight line speed of that car. Didn't look overly pacey in a straight line, J-Man. Making it work in the corners. Dayton Spence, very close now.
Harrison Bella to the pit lane, mate, finally.
Oh,
mention the potential for this car to go and play somewhere down in Danny Kim, George Goddard territory.
Definitely, yep.
Joseph Mahoney, maybe if my calculations, I did work those calculations probably 5 or 8 minutes ago, so could have changed. Oh, Dawson. Oh, no, he's right. He's managed to hold it. Webley was on the attack.
Oh, the Spence, Dayton. It's on. It's a drag race. Dayton with the inside overlap.
Yeah, Maddie's out there, Tash. She is in recovery mode. She must have had a bit of an incident. She was going incredibly well. She was out there in P28 cycling, currently doing mid-48s, 48.6 last lap round, so she's out there. See her on track, actually tucked up behind Craig McConnell, who is actually running out of P10. However, Maddie is down a lap, and she is in P28. So started out to be what was a good night in the Lexus for Maddie T, but she's a trooper. She's carrying on.
As we see
what you can bring home.
Absolutely, as we see Dayton get past Spence down the start-finish straight. McConnell in tow. Some exchange through the first chicane, but Dayton really solid. Knew he had to get past Spence, and look, opening a gap already, and now Spence with McConnell all in the mirrors.
Yep, and an update on that Harrison Bella. He did come out and split Danny Kim and George Goddard, and it went bad for Goddard and Mahoney, both of them picking up way too much curb in the first chicane and absolutely losing a lot of ground. So, yeah, good job for Harrison Bella. Ran very long, saw himself come out in P16. Got a fresh set of tyres for this last 20 minutes home, 21 and a half, actually just under 22 minutes. But has around 9.7 seconds up the road to Danny Kim. So a lot of work to do. We do see, who is that?
Dawson and Webley trading paint in T1. Webley's just reminding Dawson the race isn't over yet. So as they go at it, McConnell on Spence now. Spence with no room to breathe. Vandeventer, like I mentioned, just tucked in behind there, but that's Matty T out of position just behind him. His race is with Hendo, who's a little bit further back. So he will just try and focus on what's important here. You mentioned it, J-Man, the Mahoney-Goddard battle as they run out of the Parabolica and down the start-finish straight again. Porsche in tow on Goddard. He's been working hard tonight.
Yeah, and I think if it gets up in there, it's got enough to pull up in there, but he's just, he's pretty considerate under brakes. He's just not overstepping the mark under brakes down a turn one. Multiple times I've seen Mahoney step out of it. So nice safe set of hands there for Joseph Mahoney. He's doing a good job. Macrolos Firth, that's another great battle, as is Webley Dawson. Dawson very shallow into the Parabolica, and this time round, Webley shadowed him.
This is good.
This is great stuff. Good to see what happens down the end of the chute here. Dawson's going to stay wide. Does Webley have a big fake and a big look to the inside?
Oh, he's got to. Oh, he pulls it straight back.
Yeah. I think they're all maxed out under brakes down there.
I think they are. Hey, look, and clever guys. These guys know how to race, and they know how to race clean, J-Man. It would take a big mistake to see anything major. Macrolos Firth still at it. Who also got McConnell on Spence pretty close in the background there. Yep. You can just about see all those cars on screen.
Clark and Henderson are still going at it. It was quite the role reversal for quite a portion of the time. It was Hendo chasing down Clark, but he's got the measure at the moment.
Macrolos on Firth is it's pretty hot at the moment.
It's a very good battle.
So Firthy's fish figure Ferrari. Say that really quickly when you had a few fish fingers and a few Cherbys. But yeah, rocking the MatchFit logo on the back wing. Macrolos around the outside. Can he make it happen down into Ascari? Firthy lets him through.
Yeah, didn't contest it too hard. I think he just had the run and just thought better of it. But I like the look of the Ferrari at the Parabolica. It just seems to be able to sit there on the tighter line early and maybe allows them just to pick up the shot a little bit harder, a little bit sooner through the Parabolica. We're obviously going to find out very shortly.
So picking up on a replay, the exchange between Dawson and Webley. through the parabolica there. Webley picking up the throttle early in the Mustang. Big power slide mid-corner. Still able to stay in touch with Dawson all the same. So they run out of the first chicane there and down into the second here. Webley clearly trying to stay in touch with the Dawson car. Firth, the same with the Macrolos Audi. Some close battles here. Clark, Henderson is still going on. Like we mentioned, that car in the background is Matty T in the Lexus. Out of position car. Mahoney, Goddard still at it. Mahoney, lost a bit of ground on Goddard. He's going to have to chase that back. Still 17 minutes to go, so he's got some time. But McConnell on Spence, J-Man, that is ramping up very quickly. McConnell.
Oh, who's that in the background? Was that Nathan Henderson and Matty Clark?
Oh, yeah.
Really, really tight.
And look at that shot.
Just picked them up. They were in my peripheral. They were just
Matty T
close. And Matty Tail with the big wag of the Matty T with the wag of the tail. Now what was that? Hang on. Something's happened here to McConnell, and he's in the fence. He got collected there by, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. McConnell was chasing Spence. Did he get collected after the fact by Van der Venter? Something went awry there. I just couldn't quite see what happened. Just saw him in the fence late in the piece.
Oh, look unforced. He just ran deep, missed the car that was in front of him, but gets a bit of a slide on the way out of Ascari, and yes, and probably just a little bit of a tap from Van der Venter. Really had nowhere to go with McConnell already in wheel spin and in recovery mode. So a little bit unfortunate situation there. But McConnell
tightening up between Van der Venter, Henderson and Clark. That's going to be a run home for the last quarter of an hour for those three there. And
look, Van der Venter will have his play. We just trying to tear the mirror off so he doesn't have to focus on the boys behind and just tries to run his race, because Hendo will be coming, and Clark, super speedy tonight. He's on his way as well.
Yeah, and that's all in aid of trying to make the top 10.
Yeah.
Mahoney
shows the quality of the field, mate.
Absolutely. Mahoney Goddard still trading as well at the moment. So those two there, so George Goddard and Joseph Mahoney will come out of this one absolutely spent, and would have had a great time by the look of this, because they have been battling for some time now. Point 3, Clark, Hendo, he's chasing him.
He's chasing him. Hendo hasn't looked comfortable here tonight. We know how capable Hendo is in an Aston Martin, given the right situation, and car hasn't looked overly quick.
What are you saying? He was praying for rain?
Although the car is in 11th position with Van der Venter in front, and I'm sure he's focused to get that Aston into that position, J-Man, but he does have Clark to deal with.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like something's going to happen towards the back end between these three. Lucas Keys, now just an update for those of you that want to know what's happening at the front. Lucas Keys has got a 14.5 second gap over Maverick, which is not something I can eventually get to say when we're broadcasting. But however, that is the scenario. And then he's got another 1.7 seconds over Shane Fodderdo, 3.9 back to Pete Dawson. Dawson actually got 1.1 seconds over Webley now, close to another 20 seconds back as the Costas Macrolos battle And then Nick Firth, Macrolos managed to drop him a little bit now to the tune of 2.5 seconds. Then Matty Dayton, Tony Spence, Louis Van der Ven, and Nathan Henderson, Matty Clark. Those are the cars that we were just watching for that battle. To see who makes the 10, and that is spicy.
Okay, I'm getting some random stuff with Hendo's car, so we're just going to click onto Van der Ven here, and he is defending hard here. Look at this.
Line.
Henderson looking quick. I don't know whether Van der Ven is just come back to these guys, probably more so.
Oh, look, there's a fair bit of line switching there. I've got Hendo's car going back and forth to the pits there. I'm not sure if that's just my game or
no, I was getting that too. I think there's Hendo's probably having a little bit of a connection issue actually, because we're just getting some bugginess in our stream as we watch this battle here. But we will continue with it because it is actually quite spicy. But yeah, focus back on the Van der Ven car.
Oh, and it's heated up too with
Clark passed, and that is, like we mentioned, out of position Matty T, just in the background as well. So this is the battle on track at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. As we wind down towards the 10-minute mark here, these guys have been working hard all night. The mid-pack's been as hectic as usual, J-Man. But the top runners there for the first 20 minutes or half an hour, super hot pace. From Mav, Keys, Faraday, Webley, Dawson. Plenty going on. Clark past Henderson now, focused on the back of Van der Ven. Van der Ven, like I said, he'll be tearing the mirrors off, and looking forward only in the Bentley tonight, holding 10th position provisionally. So yeah, just he'll be trying to keep that thing in check for the next, what do we got, 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go in this one. So, Matty Dayton now, he's starting to apply some heat to Nick Firth. Obviously, Macrolos got through not so long ago. Oh, who was that? Phil Davison grabs a lot of curb in front of Firthy there, just gets out of it.
Yeah, just a little bit of an awkward situation though, isn't it, J-Man? Lap vehicle, just getting out of the road. Looks like they both cleared that car pretty cleanly. So what race winds down. We must thank everybody again for joining us here at MatchFit Entertainment tonight for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7, brought to you by SIMBLACKS, CROSSCUT, Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, HENDO and True to Life Racing and Costy 43. Hit the like and subscribe button. Buckle up.
So 9 minutes to go. Right on the back of Firthy now, Dave.
Dayton very close.
So as mentioned, class leaders, Lucas Keys leading the pro class. We do have Tony Spence, Louis Van der Ven and Matty Clark. That is the top three, 9, 10, 11 in the silver class. So great to see the top three actually in there battling it out, which is Tony Spence, Louis Van der Ven and Matty Clark. And then we drop back to Mark Turbot, P21, and he's got 3 cars between himself and Ben Goebel. And then Phil Davison, that makes up the top 3 for the AM class as well. So 21st 25th and 27th. So another good showing from the AM. So classification here for the drivers working pretty well at this point, round 1 in. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of shuffling. Guys might be putting their hands up saying, no, I'm not that fast. I don't think too many of them say, no, I'm faster than that. No. Put me up at fast, but no, there'll be plenty going on. The admin team do a fantastic job here at Round Racing to ensure the racing is close, and it does look good already. So
definitely, J-Man. Yes, plenty of number crunching and data collecting from the boffins in the back of house here.
Matty Dayton here
on Firth. It's on.
Yeah, Firth will just stay shallow here all the way. Cars look good on the inside line to the Parabolica, but Matty Dayton probably look for a switchback here. And he gets it done. Leans on him a little bit, heading towards the outside, but he'll have the right-hand preferred line down to the first chicane, so it's a good move. Webley just coming back a little bit as the clock runs down. Just under 7 minutes. He's just starting to come back at Dawson here.
Oh, Firth and Dayton still at it. It's not over yet, J-Man.
Still side by side. I think Firthy's got the run here. It's on the preferred line, potentially. Dayton strong on the inside, though. The inside now becomes the outside down to the chicane. A little bit of paint exchange here. Firthy gives him a little bit of a hurry up into that chicane.
Yeah. They were both fighting for the same bit of road there.
And they come back out. He says, no, we were side by side on the way, and let's carry that on. Firthy prevails for now.
As we wind down the last 6 minutes. Oh, I'd expect nothing else at the end of a good, solid race like this. It just always ramps up. Anderson still showing some bugs on my screen. So we'll just get away from that. It
could be a MATCHFIT thing, mate. We're not sure yet. So,
but look,
he's got match. No, he's got MATCHFIT on the side of the car, is what I'm alluding to. So.
Yes, no, we'll stick to Matty Dayton and Firthy again. Dayton looking for that outside. This is where we saw it all start last lap, and again, Dayton's just like, okay, we're playing like that.
Big scene. Might have been a little bit of a lift of the throttle there from Dayton. He might not have been happy with that. He might have.
I think he's going to redress it immediately, J-Man, by the looks of it.
Play on, some good respect. Love what we see here. And they go down and trade it again down to turn 1.
You know it.
Another one too that's on my radar too was Harrison Bella. He was chasing very close on Danny Kim. I think he just lost a couple of spots or lost one. Because he was chasing down Danny Kim. He had the margin right down, so he might have just had a bit of a mischief there. Dayton once again on Firthy. Gets the inside line. Firthy look for a cutback here down to the Lesmos. Can he get the drive?
Oh, good clean pass there from Dayton as well. It covers a little bit. Can't cover too much. Oh, ever so slightest overlap. Shuts the door. Says no further. You're going to have to work harder than that.
Look who's there, though. Look who's right there again. Tony Spence.
Yeah.
Lead silver class driver. He's dragging Louis van der Venter along with him. And they're not too far behind as Matty Clark. So no mistakes needed in the next 4 minutes for Firthy and Dayton, because Spence and co are right there. Well, Spence especially. He is right on the button.
And like you mentioned, Spence van der Venter and Clark, the top silvers drivers there, is the Pro-Am drivers there in the race here, and fighting it out amongst themselves and keeping the bottom end of this Pro Pack honest.
Very much so. Oh, who was that I just seen? Oh, hang on. I was going to say, who was that I seen pull off into the pit lane? But that's just the warping MATCHFIT HENDO 31 car.
I think so, Jamie. So Firthy Has he run out of puff? Dayton worked him over for 3 or 4 laps there, J-Man. Gets the job done. Firthy dropped back a few car lengths now. Is he focused on Spence? He knows the clock's winding down. Under 3 minutes to go here. So does he got to just stay focused?
So Mahoney and Goebel in the pit lane late. Unscheduled second stop. Gives that second spot in class and P26 outright to Phil Davis, and he'll be pretty happy about that.
Not sure what's going on there.
Give you a read on the Mahoney car. Was only in the pit lane for was on the pit lane for 48 seconds, and the Goebel car has been in there a minute, and I don't mean that.
So what you're saying. So damage clearly for Mahoney as we pick up on Spence. Starting to hunt down Firth now. Firth will have to keep a clear head here, J-Man, because Spence has been quick tonight.
He's trying to pick up on Lucas Keys where he is.
Top of the Pro-Ams and working down Firth, one of the pro drivers.
Yeah, there'll be this lap and one more, mate. So this is the penultimate lap now. Not a lot of time that Firthy's got to hang on for. But Spence is right there.
Yeah, Spence looking quick, J-Man. The back end of his stint here. And looked very hot all night, actually, as has the people around him. Van Deventer, Clark, McConnell too, mind you, very quick as well. So a little bit unlucky for McConnell getting off track there, bidding the Mustang. But yeah, look, really showing some good form there, as we would have expected. Pro-Am drivers. Keeping the pro boys honest, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keys coming around, Parabolica.
Yeah, so he's going to come across and get easily. And this will be the last lap. Yep.
So one more lap. We will get back to the Spence Firth battle. I think Perkins Turbot as well, J-Man, is heating up as Perkins goes a little bit deep on the entry of Parabolica there. Allows Turbot to just stretch the Aston's legs again.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
Not much time left here. I see a row past Crossland in the background as well, just showing up on the Delta.
Yeah, crossing in the fence heavy, mate. A lot of damage on that car. Not sure what that means for Matty T. 47 laps.
Clark in the pits too, J-Man.
Oh, okay. Clark in the pits.
Clark in the pits.
Okay, so that'll be music to Hendo's ears, but that's unscheduled for Clark. So a little bit of late fueling issues for maybe some of these guys.
Hendo, that'll put Hendo in the top 10, I think, won't it?
Hendo would be P11. Lou Van Deventer was probably always going to have 10th, that position. Yeah. Yep. But just watching Lucas Keys come through Ascari for the final time. Going to run it down the straight here, heading down to the Parabolica of what has been a super, super quick, successful drive. Last time around, a 47.685 of a best time of a 47.120. So that's about a half a second of dig versus the best versus the last.
He's pretty happy too.
He's pretty stoked, mate. Absolutely earned that one. Went to battle on Maverick at the start. Had a little bit of an incident in the middle, and then come back and got the business done. So well done, Lucas Keys over Maverick. He's just coming out of the Parabolica now, followed by Shane Fodado. And then Pete Dawson, Brandon Webley, not that far behind Fodado either, Davo.
Oh, Fodado close to Mav. Dawson close to Faraday and Webley right behind. So yeah, those guys particularly quick. That top 5, J-Man. That is that is going to be a very well contested top 5 over this season here. Season 7 for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Season 7. Makalos in 6th.
Yeah, good job for Makalos. Matty Clark giving us the heads up. Misjudged his fuel by half a lap. What a shocker, because he was having an absolute blinder. Matty Dayton, Nick Firth holds on over Tony Spence, does the business there. And then Van der Venter, as I mentioned, gets that top 10. Nathan Henderson, he is going to secure this 11th over Ashton Hughes in the Aston. Doing a great job here tonight. Just quietly chipped away at it, did Ashton actually in that car. He just chipped away all night.
So Hendo just getting out of it. I don't know whether he's running out of fuel or not there, but McConnell, yeah, McConnell passed as well. I think Danny Kim's going to roll past, as is probably...
Hendo's going to make the line here.
Goddard on his way round. Is Hendo going to make it? Let's have a look. No, Goddard's going to make it. Oh!
Goddard.
Goddard after Henderson. How close is that?
That's super close, mate. And then Harrison Bell up for P16. Ben Collins, 17. Turbot, Golombek, Fakori, Gunther Rowe, Matty T. Matty Clark just get classified by me in 22nd. Davison, Mahoney, Worcester, Crossland, Kramer, Lay, and Warren round out the field. So 30 cars ended up completing that one. What a fantastic race. And hey, look, we'll jump straight on it and look for Shane Faraday to have a quick chat with us. No stranger to us is Shane Faraday, aka Slambo. You got us on call, mate.
Hey, mate.
Mate, talk to us about that one. A fantastic result, a P3, round 1, season 7 here. You got to be happy with that. But just talk to us first and foremost about that battle with Webley. Was a spicy one. And then secondly, just come at me with the who painted the car, mate, because I love the satin blue.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, it was an awesome battle with Webley. I could tell we were running a lot different setups because I was getting eaten on the straights. But it's quicker through the corners. And yeah, I painted that car, but someone else did the stickers.
Yeah, no, I just that satin look to that blue really works for it, mate. And you know, Davo and myself were sticklers for the details, and it does look very, very pretty. So hey, look, but what a great opening account, Shane, of what appears to be looking in this early on looks to be a super competitive field, mate.
Yeah, mate. I don't know, like second, third, fourth, fifth. That could have been any order. Yep. I reckon it was an awesome race, especially that first half before I pitted. That was the second half. I was just sweating, trying to manage the gap.
Yeah, the first 30 minutes was pretty intense, mate. Hey, you guys went hard. So
yeah, we wondered if you guys got the memo that it was a 90-minuter. Yeah.
It felt like a quali session to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well done, mate. Congrats, Shano. That's like I said, great way to start the account, mate. You always want to start on the front foot, and it looks to be that way. So yeah, well done on that result, mate, and all the best. No doubt we'll be talking to you again soon.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Shane Faraday, everyone.
Yes, and we'll get a good word here from our old mate Mav, who absolutely gave us a bit of a clinic on what it looks like to defend for the first 30 minutes. Mav, you got us on comms?
Hey, guys.
Hey, mate. That was a fantastic race. P2, a very, very good result and super good battle. Talk to us about what it was like to try and hold off the speed of that Nissan down the front straight there for the first half an hour.
Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
Absolutely.
It was pretty difficult, especially out of Ascari. I think just the speed of it and the way it can take curbs, I just had nothing for it. So it was just having a few laps of fun, and then yeah, I probably shouldn't have been on pole anyway. I think with the Honda, just got a bit lucky with the lap. So.
It was a very, very good lap, Mav. It was fantastic.
Yeah, you can send it on a hot lap, but you can't do it in a race every lap because you'll just crash. So yeah, well, just like the other night, I couldn't take a scurry. I think I was looking at the delta anywhere between 0.8 to a second, just there. I was losing, so yeah, it was pretty difficult. So happy to put that one.
It was inevitable, wasn't it, that the Nissan was going to chase you down there?
Yeah, I think so. So he drove well, so good on him.
Yep. Now you've been at this a fair while, Mav, and coming out of that, P2 is still a solid result. Good, great opening account into the Series 7. Knowing what you know with the leagues that you've raced and stuff, that BOP can favour cars at different places. I'm sure you're not overly stressed about it at the moment, mate. You know there'll be a better day for the Honda. We've seen the Honda absolutely fantastic at multiple locations throughout the season. So, if you're not winning, second best is, it's not too far off of it, mate. And the pace of the car did look good, given that we know how nervous that thing can go through high-speed chicanes. And I agree with you on the Nissan. I think it was the second chicane before the Lesmos, mate. That thing could just eat the curbs, and you would have seen it.
Yeah, you can just go straight over him. I was watching it.
Yeah.
I thought I'd give it a shot, but then I definitely would have died.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, it was a second. You can't get much better, I think, considering. So Monza and Spa, just two tracks that you could just easily die in the Honda. So
yep.
Happy with that.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Awesome race, mate. Really, really enjoyed what was a great spectacle. And look, you had that second lockdown once he got through as well, mate. And congrats on that one. And looking forward to next Monday already, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Bye.
Maverick in the Honda, taking out the second spot, J-Man. Usually we call him last, but we're calling him second up tonight. And we're going to reserve top spot for, who we got?
Would be Lucas Key, so we'll give a shout out to Lucas on his accolades here tonight. He
Definitely
did a fantastic job. I do not see him in comms at this point. Let's have another quick scan, viewers. Just give me a second just to make sure. No, I've got nothing there. So
no Lucas Keys, ladies and gentlemen, but what a cracking race. Lucas Keys wrapping it up in the Datsun, doing a fantastic job, pipping Webb, not Webley,
Maverick. Yep.
Maverick for the top spot. So, yeah, these boys are working hard for their positions here tonight.
And big shout out to Mr. Mark Turbot. I would have actually grabbed a word for Mark had he been in channel, because he was leading AMCAR home tonight and he did a fantastic job of that. So a double whammy there for him. Congrats on a great result, Mark. Oh, no, he is there. I might just grab a quick word and just congratulate him.
Get him down here, J-Man.
Mark, you got us on comms, mate.
Yeah, sure do, fellas.
Mate, hey, congratulations firstly on the wheel spin.
Cheers.
Understand you walked away with a $50 there tonight, I think it was it?
Yeah, certainly can't complain. This sim racing starting to pay for itself.
Yeah.
And the second one as well, mate, is congrats on being. Are you racing out of the M class this season?
I don't know. It looks that way. I guess we'll sort of see at the end of round 2. I think is when they normally change them up.
On paper, it looked that way, and you certainly had the measure on the field. We were watching you tonight, and I think Phil Davison was second car home after a little bit of a late blunder there from a couple of the other competitors there that maybe had to go for a splash and dash. However, unthreatened was yourself through the better part of that, mate. You raced really, really strong. So good to see you back out there doing the business. I think it'll still be, irrespective of where you get shifted, it's going to be a competitive season, mate. So you'd be happy with tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Good way to start the season.
Yeah, and how did the car feel out there, mate?
I don't know if me and the Aston get on that well at Monza, but yeah, hopefully it'll come to me for the next couple of rounds.
Yep. No, good stuff, mate. Oh, well, always a very, very good competitor, mate. And like I said, congratulations on both accounts tonight. A, the racing was fantastic, and B, going away with a 50 bucket always helps too, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers for the chat, Mark. Thank you.
Nice work, J-Man. Great race tonight here for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. That was round 1, ladies and gentlemen, here at Monza. Epic stuff as usual. Giveaways, like we just mentioned, just there, getting $50. Quick spin of the wheel. There is a mystery prize at the end of the season. 10 rounds this season. So, look, that's only round 1. Get involved. Pull a card next week on the 14th. We got Zolder, Valencia, Nords, 24-hour, Masato, Red Bull, Zandvoort, Laguna Seca, and Watkins Glen. J-Man, great to call it with you again tonight. Look, just quickly before we go, we got to thank the sponsors: CrossCut Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, SIMBLACKS, HENDO, True to Life Racing Designs, Crossy 43, and obviously us here at MatchFit for broadcasting it to you live tonight. Awesome stuff. Thanks, J-Man, once again. And we'll see you all next week at Paul Ricard for a 60-minute race. See you all next week.